Good day, YouTubers. So today we are going to go over some recent Reddit posts on the TIL subreddit. These are 5 interesting finds. The first interesting find comes from user Ian Mazgilis. Today I learned that the majority of Americans' teenagers are still virgins by the time they hit 18, and the number using birth control has increased over time. The source, by Dennis Thompson of Health Day Reporter, the study found that most teenagers in high school aren't sexually active. The myth is that every kid in high school is having sex, and it's not true, noted Dr. Cora Brunner, a professor of pediatrics at Seattle Children's Hospital. It's less than half, and it's been less than half for more than 10 years, she said. The study found that only 42% of girls and 44% of boys aged 15 to 19 reported having sex at least once. And Brunner said that finding is nothing new. Going back to 2002, fewer than half of older teens told researchers that they are sexually active. Brunner believes that HIV is the main reason teens think twice before having sex these days. Back in 1988, 51% of girls and 60% of boys between 15 and 19 said they were sexually active. But those numbers dropped to today's levels after word spread of a sexually transmitted disease that could kill. Interesting find number 2 comes from user GrayBoxForest. Today I learned that in the painting American Gothic, it's a father and daughter, not husband and wife pictured. The sources within Wikipedia can be found in the article within Wikipedia. Wood decided to paint the house along with the kind of people I fancied should live in that house. He recruited his sister Nan Wood Graham to be the model for the daughter, dressing her in a colonial print apron mimicking 20th century rural Americana. The model for the father was the Wood family dentist, Dr. Byron McKeeby from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Wood had envisioned the couple as father and daughter, not husband and wife, which Wood himself confirmed. The prim lady with him is his grown-up daughter, in his letter to Mrs. Nellie Sudduth in 1941. Number 3 comes from user RL_Quincy. Today I learned about Kaylee Musart, who pulled her eyes out and smushed them in her hands while high on meth, and lived to talk about it. The source over at people.com indicates that nearly a year ago, Kaylee Musart horrified the world when she gouged out her own eyes during a meth-induced psychotic episode. Hallucinating wildly during the February 6th incident, the 21-year-old from Anderson, South Carolina, ripped out her own eyeballs, squishing them in her hands while a shocked onlooker struggled to restrain her. Musart had been awake for almost 48 hours, snorting and injecting a concoction of tainted methamphetamine. The drugs take your fears and beliefs and amplify them, she tells People. I thought I had to take my eyes out to survive and save the world. She has been given a second chance, says Musart's mother, Katie Tompkins. Mentally and physically, Kaylee has come so far. We take one day at a time, but each of her days gets better. Her thoughts are very goal-oriented, and now she completely understands her path. Part of that path is to help people with her story. Number 4 comes from user JustSomeGuy_IDK. Source is over Wikipedia and Weather Nation TV. Today I learned that in Spearfish, South Dakota, on January 22nd, 1943, at 7:30 a.m., it was -4 degrees Fahrenheit. Then 2 minutes later, the temperature rose up to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the fastest temperature change ever. This was a 49-degree increase in just 2 minutes. That is a record that still stands. Temperatures continued to rise, and at 9 a.m., the temperature reached 54 degrees Fahrenheit. As the faint winds died down, and 27 minutes later, the temperature dropped 58 degrees Fahrenheit back to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. The rapid temperature fluctuation that day caused glass windows to crack and instantly frosted car windows. A fein is a type of dry, warm downslope wind that occurs in the lee, aka downwind side, of a mountain range. Number 5 comes from user HJALMAR111. TIL, a Japanese company, has awarded its non-smoking employees 6 extra vacation days to compensate for the smokers' smoke breaks. Payala Incorporated granted non-smoking staff an additional 6 days off each year to make up for the time smokers take for cigarette breaks. Hirotaka Matsushima, a spokesman for Payala Incorporated, told the Telegraph, "One of our non-smoking staff put a message in the company suggestion box earlier in the year saying that smoking breaks were causing problems. After hearing about the complaint, the company's CEO, Takao Asuka, decided to give non-smoking employees time off to compensate. The frequent cigarette breaks meant many employees were away from their desk upwards of 15 minutes each day. I hope to encourage employees to quit smoking through incentives rather than penalties or coercion." Takao Asuka, CEO of Payala Incorporated. Thank you for joining me in this video about our TIL's 5 interesting finds. I hope you found these interesting finds interesting. And if you have any suggestions on topics I should make videos on, or any comments or questions, let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell and all that stuff. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.